on the farm, they can you can come by, 25% somewhere along in there moisture, and dry it down. Now if you have to go to the elevator, to sell it, as soon as you come by it, you're going to get docked with moisture. You need to have it down at least 15 or 14, and if you're going to store it on the farm lot without any drying facilities, it needs to be down around 12% moisture. And we have a moisture tester at our office. Of course, we have one at the elevator here, and if anybody, would like to bring the Milo in and check the moisture, make sure it's the right moisture, we'd be glad to run the moisture farm there at our office.
Okay, those are all good pointers for harvest, and I was just wondering if you might have one main thing that they ought to look for before they harvest that, other than moisture. Is that the main thing? That is the main thing. Now, if they want to rush this up a little bit, now there's something they can do. They can spray Milo with sodium chloride, and especially if they've got some weeds in there, or Johnson grass or something like that, or they, like I say, the heads uneven in moisture and they want to dry them down right quick, they can spray them with sodium chloride. And probably if the weather is sunshiny and hot, probably 5 days they can get right in there and go to combining. So this is one thing they can do to speed it up if they want to do this. But days like we've been having the last few days, I wouldn't recommend it. Where we got the cloudy and high humidity and rainy days, it just won't work. So we've got to have hot sunshiny days for sodium chloride to work. But it will dry it down, and if you got a lot of weeds, it'll get rid of them, and you can speed up your operation there. Okay, overall, the county, does the harvest look good for Milo this year? Looks real good. We've got some, I think we're going to have some outstanding yields in Milo, and it really looks good throughout the county. Sure does. Mr. Goforth, I want to thank you for talking with us today. Thank you. For News 7, I'm William Morgan.
The 11th annual Coleman Parker Jamboree will be broadcast Saturday night, September the 8th at 7 p.m. It's 3 hours of good country, bluegrass, and gospel music. Don't miss this special right here, Saturday night, 7 p.m., September the 8th on TV7. If there is sufficient interest in the county, Northwest Junior College will offer 2 computer courses for 3 credit hours each. 2 courses are Introduction to Computing and Basic Computer Programming. These courses are to be taught, one on Friday night and the other on Saturday morning. Please call Mary Crombie at the Basic Adult Education Building if you are interested by Friday. That's tomorrow, September the 7th, 1984. Mrs. Crombie's phone number is 983-2038. Billy Brewer, head football coach at the University of Mississippi, has been named to the selection committee at the 1984 Lombardi Trophy, an award which honors the nation's most outstanding collegiate lineman. We are pleased Coach Brewer will once again serve on the committee, said William E. Hall of the Executive Committee. This year's committee is composed of head football coaches, sports writers, and sportscasters throughout the country, Hall said. Sponsored by the Rotary Club of Houston, the 15th Annual Rotary Lombardi Award Dinner will be held on December the 6th at the Shamrock Hilton Hotel in Houston. Nebraska's Dean Steinkuhler won the 1983 award, which benefits the American Cancer Society. Those eligible for the award include interior linemen, offensive and defensive linebackers. You stay tuned. Next up in the news, interview with the coach for the Calhoun City Wildcats, Harvey Brooks. He's going to tell us what he looks for in tomorrow night's football game.
Ready, America, because starting September 6th, the Disney Channel will be free for 4 days to all cable TV subscribers. You'll see exclusive Disney motion pictures like Mary Poppins, Dumbo, Tron, and The Absent-Minded Professor, plus original world premiere movies and dramatic series. Don't miss the special 4-day preview of the Disney Channel. It all starts September 6th.
For more information, contact Wildco at 983-4343.
Yamaha and Automotive and Tractor Supply in Bruce have a super deal on this 175 three-wheeler, $1,000 including tax. The 200E shaft drive electrical start with racks, only $1,525, tax included. Don't miss these Yamaha deals at Automotive and Tractor Supply in Bruce. Remember, service on all models at Automotive and Tractor Supply in Bruce. Go see them today.
Welcome back to News 7. The Calhoun County schools are looking for handicapped students aged 21 and under who are not being served. The Child Find program seeks to offer free and appropriate public education to all handicapped students. Handicapped children include those who are developmentally delayed, mentally retarded, emotionally handicapped, hard of hearing, deaf, orthopedically impaired, speech or language impaired, visually impaired, or multi-handicaps. The Calhoun County schools provide for handicapped students through assuring full implementation of Public Law 94-142. The schools guarantee all services required to reach and maintain full service for these students and ensure appropriate educational services through the development of an individual education plan. Any person or agency with knowledge of a handicapped child not receiving educational services should contact the Calhoun County Schools Child Finder. Anise Harden, Calhoun County's Child Finder, can be reached at 983-4364 or by writing her at P.O. Box 58, Pittsburgh, Mississippi, 38951. Right now in the news, interview with Mr. Harvey Brooks. He's coach of the Calhoun City Wildcats. Here's what he's looking for in Friday night's game. I asked Coach Allen earlier this week, what are you looking for in the ball game tomorrow night?
I'm looking for a real aggressive ball game. I feel like both teams are going to come out and hit real hard. Being the first game of the season, your timing and everything on offense is probably going to be a little rusty. I feel like probably the difference in the ball game might be a break somewhere down the line. I believe both teams are going to play good defense, and the offensive mistakes probably be the difference in the outcome of the ball game.
Do you believe the fact that both teams are pretty young will have anything to do with it?
Well, I'm sure it will. We're going to start 3 sophomores in the backfield, and it's just when you're playing sophomores, you don't really know how they're going to do under fire. You know how they've done in practice, but it just gets to a point there that you don't know anything until you get under the lights and play.
Okay, managed to pull it out of Coach Allen the other day. What are we looking for, a passing or a running game?
We're going to be basically a running team. We line up in the T formation, and that's basically run-oriented. And we'll throw occasionally, but we're going to be basically a run and then set up the pass with the run type offense.
Okay, what can we look for in the defense? What are you going to set up in there?
We're going to set up in our base 4-3 defense, and we'll have a variation or two off of it, but basically we'll be a 4-3.
Okay, any last comments make to the viewers and, of course, the Calhoun City fans?
We just like to get everybody out and have a good crowd. We feel like kids have worked awful hard since the 8th of August, and we feel like it's going to be a good ball game, be a good spectator game.
Okay, thank you, Coach, and wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you.
Now, birthdays and anniversaries for this 6th day of September. Birthdays are Jerry Brazier, Sherrod Bailey, Joshua James, Paula Turner, and Gene Rogers. Wish all those a happy birthday. No anniversaries today. The Tim O'Leary School of Ministry is a co-educational, interdenominational school for laymen and ministerial candidates. Students will learn foundational truths of the Bible and how to minister the gifts of the Holy Spirit. The school will contain a layman's division and a ministerial division made up of housewives, businessmen, and those that feel a call to full-time ministry. The school is located at 2500 Lakeland Drive, Jackson, Mississippi. Applications must be approved before the registration date of September the 7th, 1984. The school is for everyone aged 18 and over. For a catalog, application, and more information, write Tim O'Leary School Ministry, P.O. Box 9689, Jackson, Mississippi, 39206. Well, right now in the news, if you're wondering who we have on the Bruce High School football team this year, we're going to show you right now.
Listen up. Y'all be quiet. Cool out.
Rodney Galson, linebacker. Joe Thorne, defensive end.
Mike's coming, split in.
Larry Yates, tight end.
Ricky Rose, linebacker. Clint Taylor, flanker.
Kenny Glass, defensive back. Tracy Tillman, tight end.
James Gordon, down tackle.
Robert Crockett, center.
Nick Armstrong, defense end. Tim Cameron, guard. Michael Chandler, guard.
Coach,
Tim Morgan, tailback.
David Morgan, tackle.
Michael Brookie, defensive back. Anthony Pierce, tailback. Darren Allen, safety.
Robert Beckett, tackle.
Paul Bean, linebacker.
Brian Petty, corner.
Sam Mason, tackle.
Bear Armstrong, linebacker.
Bob Stephen, defensive end.
Patrick Pittman, linebacker. Clarence Jones, cornerback.
Calvin Giggs, defensive end. Douglas Bullard, quarterback.
Jeff Miller, tackle. Billy Jones, guard. Bill Deep, linebacker. Edward Aaron, down tackle.
Tim McCormick, center.
Keith Snell, tackle. Phil Beckett, defensive end. Gary Foster, split end. Richard Morgan, tight end.
Billy Trimble, flanker. Mike Shemake, center.
Richard Tuggle, tackle.
Well, you stay tuned. Next up, the news, the new choral teacher for Bruce High School. That after these words.
Just arrived at the Country Junction in Oxford, a new shipment of tropical foliage. Now you can choose from 4-inch plants to huge palm trees. The Country Junction also offers an excellent selection of wicker, clay, and brass containers. Hurry while selections are best.
Be sure and call the Country Junction in Oxford at 234-0016. Rush on out to Johnson's Discount Furniture in Oxford today, where you can find twin-size innerspring mattress and box springs for only $99 a set. Dinette sets starting at $119 at Johnson's. Early American sofa and love seat just $399. Listen to this. No money down and up to 45 days till the first payment. Remember, Johnson's Discount Furniture in Oxford carry their own accounts and they have free delivery. Johnson's Furniture in Oxford.
Next up the news, Bruce High School has a new chorus director. His name is Mr. Hubert Gardner. Had a chance this afternoon to get an interview with him. Here's what he had to say. Pleasure of having here in our studios today Mr. Hubert Gardner. He's the new choral director at Bruce High School. First off, Mr. Gardner, welcome you to Bruce. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, I sure am.
Okay, give the people maybe a little background on yourself, your hobbies, and what you like to do, and such as that.
Okay, my wife and Pam and my little boy Matthew and I moved here at the end of February to Bruce from Tulsa, Oklahoma, to become the assistant pastors at Believers Fellowship downtown on the square here in Bruce. And, you know, as far as background, went to high school in Maryland, went to Oral Roberts University in Tulsa, graduated from there with a degree in social work and a minor in music, and worked different places over the years, and then spent the last year before we came here traveling in ministry, and then had the opportunity to come down here to become the assistant pastor, which we did in February. So we've been here about 6 months and enjoy it. There's a lot of nice things here.
So you've seen a good bit of the good old USA, I guess you could say.
Sure have.
Have you had the chance to work with high school age students before now?
No, not in choral. It's challenging, but we're enjoying it. It's very rewarding.
Can you notice the difference? I'm sure you can, the music here in the Mid-South and where you used to live.
In Oklahoma, down here they think Oklahoma's up north, so music that we hear up there might be a little bit more contemporary or you know, a little different style. Down here there's a lot of country, being close to you know, Nashville and so forth, Elvis Presley land and things like that. But there's a lot of different kinds of music, a lot of good music that I've been hearing, and so we're enjoying getting used to teaching it, different styles of music, and hopefully the kids will enjoy it and have a good year.
Okay, what kind of presentations can we look for from the chorus this year, or do you have any plans made as of yet?
Okay, I'm making plans now to have a presentation about the middle of December, just like they did last year. You know, be a large-scale thing for the public. And then in, I believe it'd be May, about the middle of May, before graduation, we'll do another presentation We also need to be scheduling something for the junior high, both at Christmas and in the spring, so that they'll have something also. I want to get them involved just like I do the high school.
I'd like to thank you for the interview, Mr. Gardner, and a lot of good luck with your upcoming presentations.
Okay, thank you.
I'm Paul Heath for News 7. Athletic Director Warner Alford this week announced the 1984-85 Lady Rebel volleyball schedule, which will see the Ole Miss Spikers